Oh, it feels weird. Oh, I don't like.
This is like such an aesthetic shot, and then I just have my pad that I'm about to put on my high heel.
Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Annalise, and I am obsessed with high heels. They are literally the most prized possession that I own. However, as we all know, high heels can be extremely painful, especially if you're wearing them for a long period of time. So in today's video, we're going to be testing out TikTok's most viral high heel hacks to see if we can make walking in heels a little bit easier. And be sure to stay tuned to the end of today's video because I'm going to share my favorite high heel hack ever that I literally swear by and tell all of my friends and family about. But before we get into that, I want to share with you guys a skincare life hack that I've been absolutely loving lately. You guys know I'm really into anti-aging. I'm always covered in sunscreen and trying a bunch of new anti-aging products, a lot of which are actually just gimmicks that don't really work. But one that I do think works and I've absolutely been loving lately is Sleep & Glow's Omnia pillow. And they have been kind enough to sponsor today's video. So what this pillow is that it's a little bit different to a normal pillow as it has cradles in the side here. So this is where you put your face when you sleep, and it helps to minimize the friction of your face against the pillow, and it stops your face from twisting and folding in your sleep on your pillow, which is what we all naturally do with a normal pillow, which is also why sometimes you can tell what side people sleep on by looking at their face because it can be a little bit squished. So not only does this pillow help to fight fine lines and wrinkles, but also puffiness, which is one thing I've really noticed that it's helped with. My skin is nowhere near as puffy or dull in the morning. And don't worry, I was super curious if this was going to be comfortable, but I have been sleeping with this for the past 2 months. You can kind of see some fake tan on it, but I've been sleeping with this for the past 2 months and I can attest that it is definitely still super comfortable, just like a normal pillow. So be sure to click down below to get your very own Sleep & Glow pillow, and we can be twinning with our matching pillows. They do a 30-day sleep trial. They have a money back guarantee and the pillow lasts for 5 years. So be sure to click down below. This first TikTok high heel hack is all about clear high heels. I absolutely love these sort of heels. They're literally like the modern day Cinderella glass shoe, and they always make your legs look super long. So that's a little life hack on the side for you guys. If you are short and want your legs to look even longer, clear heels are the way to go. But when wearing high heels, all of our feet sweat. I know it's gross, we don't want to talk about it, but it happens. And so with clear high heels, sometimes it forms like a fog and you can like see that your feet are sweating, and it's just so gross. It's happened to me. So this life hack claims to fix that. All you apparently need to do is get some essential oil, put it on your fingers and rub it on your shoes, and that's meant to fix it because oil and water don't mix. So like the water is in the sweat from your feet and the oil, the essential oils, they're not going to mix together, and as such you won't get any fog. The logic makes sense to me, and I'm also going to be using an essential oil, so I guess my feet are going to smell nice as well, which is good. But I wonder if it's going to make it more difficult to walk in. Is it going to be super sticky and gross? I don't know. So I have a pair of clear heels here. I don't have ones like the TikTok, but these fog up as well, and so I am really curious to see if this works.
I'm just using lavender essential oil, and just as the TikTok said, only applying a small amount to the shoes.
This life hack works. I've been walking around in these heels around my house for about half an hour now, which usually they would have started, this is so gross, but it's the truth. Usually by now, the plastic part would be all foggy, but it's not. And the oil, honestly, I really can't feel it. I think because I only did a very light coat. I feel like that's super important for this hack. I only do a super light coat and it feels fine. This next high heel life hack is so weird, and it is where you put a sanitary towel, or a pad as we call them here in Australia, in your high heel to act as some sort of cushion. Now I'm super curious to see if this is going to work or if it's just like a weird clickbait life hack that people just did to get views, because I can't really see it giving that much comfort to your feet. And also you'd have to make sure that at all times you cannot see any of the pad, because like you don't want to take your shoes off and then have to explain to someone why you've got a pad taped to the bottom of it. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm only going to put a pad or a sanitary towel, whatever you want to call it, in one of the heels and not in the other. That way we can feel the difference.
This is like such an aesthetic shot, and then I just have my pad that I'm about to put on my high heel. Like literally, what is happening? I really am just unsure on how to get this to fit in without it showing, because I don't want it to be showing up, you know, but it kind of worked out to be okay and not too noticeable, as you can see.
Okay, so first of all, we're gonna put on the high heel that doesn't have the cushion slash pad in it, and then we'll do the one that does. And I'm just gonna, oh, it feels weird. Oh, it feels weird. Oh, I don't like, As I suspected, it doesn't really make that much of a difference because there's so much pressure, like my entire body weight on my heels. That little bit of cushioning isn't enough to really do anything, you know? Like it's a little bit softer, but I could bet money that over time, you're just not gonna feel it. Like it doesn't make a difference. It feels like somewhat comfortable, but these heels hurt a lot and I'm already starting to get pain in both feet from the balls of my feet, and this isn't helping with that at all. So I mean, it doesn't really work. It feels comfortable for like a couple of moments, but it's pretty much gone now. Like, I don't feel any difference, and it's just weird. Like, it's too much of a risk to accidentally show someone that and then be like, why is there a pad in your heel? You know, there's too much of a risk and literally no reward. So I would say that this hack was done just for the clickbait, and it does not work. This next high heel hack is what to do if your heels are too small. So the TikToker suggests to get some Vaseline and lightly coat your feet in it, and that will make your shoes that are just a little bit too small fit. So these are a little small on me. I always just grip and bear it. Is that what I'm saying? Grip and bear it? I don't know. Whatever it is, I put them on and I just roll with it, but they do hurt because they are a little bit too small. So I'm gonna cover my feet in Vaseline and see if this works. Just like, oh goodness, just like with the other pair of heels, I'm gonna put one heel on completely normal, and then I'm only gonna put Vaseline on one of my feet. I'm very aware that if anyone has a foot fetish, they would love this, and it just, okay. But I'm just gonna cover my foot in Vaseline. Okay, so this is the foot that is covered in Vaseline, and this is the one that has nothing. And this works. Like, it does help to slide my foot in a lot easier and does make it somewhat more comfortable, but honestly I don't think it's worth it, because the comfort level that I'm feeling of like my foot not being super shoved in is completely crossed out by the gross level I'm feeling of my foot slipping and sliding around in the shoe. Just because I feel like that extra little bit of slipping and sliding, it's really not much. It's just like this. It's more a mental thing though, because mentally it feels like my foot is about to slip out even though it's not, if that makes sense. So I don't think that this is worth it. I think it's an interesting hack. I get the thought process behind it, but it's a no for me. This next life hack went absolutely viral on the internet recently, and that is if you're wearing high heels out and about, to put on numbing cream to numb your feet, that way you don't feel pain. Now, when I saw this, I thought it was absolutely groundbreaking. I couldn't believe that I had never thought of it before, and it seemed too good to be true, and it pretty much is. I did some research into this life hack, and basically it's not good for you to be constantly applying numbing cream to your feet, and can lead to some pretty long-term damages in regards to like your nerves. And also if you have diabetes or any sort of blood pressure issues, this is definitely not something you want to do. So basically it's something to do like once in a blue moon, maybe. Like, I don't know, I don't want to recommend it because it just seemed like it could potentially be really dangerous, but I mean, I don't care about my feet, so I'm gonna try it out. All right, I'm just gonna apply my numbing cream. It says that I gotta leave it on for 5 minutes, and then we will put on the heels and see if this works. Yes, I'm aware that my feet are super pale compared to my body. We all know I fake tan. It's nothing new here. How am I gonna do this without flashing? Why don't I wear a mini skirt? Why am I like this? Okay, I think I'm just gonna focus it on the balls of my feet because that's where I get the most pain. Okay, I really don't want to get like cream everywhere now that it's on the ball of my foot, so I'm just gonna put it straight into the high heel because I have a roommate now. I can't be like ruining the place, you know? All right, so I'm now just gonna chill here for 5, look out the window, enjoy the view, and then I'll get up and see if this works. Now I'll be damned, this works a whole lot better than I thought it would. I really am feeling a lot of the pain alleviated. However, it's not like complete numbness. So a lot of the questions I saw when I saw this TikTok is like, is it safe to do in regards to like, are your feet just gonna be numb and you'll roll your ankles? It doesn't completely numb your feet like that, so I'm still able to walk around completely fine. Like, I can feel everything fine, but it does take away some of the pain that I feel. I mean, these heels are very intense. They're the most painful heels I own. The arch is insane and the heel is insane, and as such, I am still feeling pain in the ball of my foot, like quite a lot, but it's just not as strong as normal. I think that trying to use it to completely get rid of high heel pain, it's just not going to work. But if you have a certain point on your foot in a pair of shoes that hurts, like that pinches or something, this could be a good way to alleviate that. But overall, I just don't think it's worth the health risks. I've already accepted that I'm gonna have messed up feet in the future. Like, I still have a broken toe, y'all. I didn't get that fixed. I shoved my broken toe into these heels, so that's why I'm okay trying out stuff like this. But so I am definitely not going to use this again. You know what I mean? But that's because my feet are messed up. I do not recommend this to you guys. And those are all of the viral TikTok heel hacks tested. Thank you guys so much for watching. As a thank you for sticking around, I wanted to share with you guys my #1 life hack when wearing high heels. I always share this with all of my friends and family that wear heels. So when your high heels are hurting, obviously when you sit down, you really want to take your heels off. Do not take off your high heels if you have to put them back on. I know I've been there. You want to take them off to feel that relief, but when you take off your high heels, it's not good because all the blood will then rush back to your feet that hasn't been there, and your feet will swell. And therefore, when you go to put back on your heels again, when you have to get back up, it is excruciating. The pain is so much worse than it was before, and you might even be able to get your shoes back on. So keep on your heels. Instead, just try and take the weight off the balls of your feet when you're sitting. Try and lift your feet up off the ground if you can, but just do not take off your heels. So that is my life hack for you guys. So I want to hear from you. What is your favorite high heel life hack? Be sure to leave it down below, and also be sure to subscribe to my channel because I upload new videos every single week. And be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and all that fun stuff. I have my links on the screen right now and also linked down below, and I of course have my vlog channel linked down below as well. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah!